scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Room here to run. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards there. First down, Vegas. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Carnell, first down. It's caught by Aguilar. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 7. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. For 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. And incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. 16 yards, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Oh, he's got him there wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here.
9-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown. And DJ Moore.
Las Vegas Raiders.
9-yard touchdown there. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver.
I am from Las Vegas,
Tough to find the little guys,
but
right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic. But
I don't like this wide open shit.
Just winning with height or even
Sorry.
speed,
Sorry,
or just the quickness
YouTube.
to find a way to get open.
Well, tall,
Don't
short,
ban me.
skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. This
Just
will be good to give the Panthers
Aye.
a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
I am so alright.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And
In my
he stopped
room.
right around where he would have
Right
been
now.
had he gone down to his knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
People don't see me doing what I'm doing,
Because as they drove downfield,
especially when I'm doing this. Controller is broke.
until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Controller's fault.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Jacobs now. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Josh Jacobs.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run
Don't
some
even know
clock,
what I'm doing. Ah!
settle down, and relax
Goes
a
wide
little bit
open.
after they just gave up a score. Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult.
Don't even know what I was
Very
doing.
tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Sucker.
Surprised they ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now after the completion, we're going
I know who I passed to because everyone's wide
You want to see
open.
in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
I guess it's sure. Any struck to the halfback? No.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
What's heat? I don't eat.
It's Darren Waller. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of
I don't
this
eat.
first quarter. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr.
Oh.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow there to make the grab.
Everybody was
And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're
I
able to
forgot I had Henry Ruggs. I was actually looking for him.
Sings it in there despite excellent coverage.
I wasn't even on the field.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack there. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the
Why
last
you
drive,
injured?
starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the 38, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring
Got
up
drafted
2nd
in the
down.
first round as a quarterback.
It's now
To Harper
To throw on
and
2nd and 6. Bridgewater.
he my first
Throwing
hope.
over the middle, and it's incomplete. Christian McCaffrey last
Andrew,
year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Bridgewater to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. 1st down, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
24-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Bridgewater again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down.
10 yards on the
So
play.
Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. To throw, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
25-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Raider ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
On the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On the stop.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And there's the first NFL catch for Henry Ruggs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Carr's pass complete to Tyrell Williams.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize
I think just a short pass.
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders!
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs taking it in. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
And he's able to put it through. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that,
Not starting their quarterback.
It doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard line.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Good for a Carolina Panther.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
No.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Hang up.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Christian
Oh,
McCaffrey.
the very one
So
is
important
fucking
for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it. That's when the great guys know that they have
Dude,
to
I
do
helped
this.
them out.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now 2nd and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Joey Sly lining up for
DJ Moore, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Jones. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. But a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Carr completes it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Aguilar has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Carr now on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And the Raider first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
9-yard attempt.
Fuck!
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the visiting Texans who were able to come away with the road victory. Deshaun Watson, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, let's get to Detroit to check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Mitchell Trubisky has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Julio Jones, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running is Jacobs. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and a yard, Carr. Flush to his right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll find Williams on the slant, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Complete to
Henry Ruggs with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch, and the score. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And individually, he's done his thing with the 2 touchdowns. Bottom line, though, they're losing.
It seems to me that they need to get the ball to him a little bit more. You're right, he's done his part. They might need a little bit extra from him in order for them to try and get back into this game.
Maybe a 3rd, maybe a 4th touchdown. We'll see. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
From the 44, Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, 56 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Joey's
pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and
But my eyes are still adjusting to the sight of Jason Witten in a Las Vegas Raiders uniform, but times change in the NFL, and guys who like to play, they find ways to continue their careers. Remember, Jason Witten came out of retirement in the broadcast booth to rejoin Dallas in 2019, and at the age of 37 had 63 catches. Now here with the Raiders, they're looking for him to be a leader and contribute with big-time catches downfield.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And a Raider first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing on first down is Carr. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Carr now on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At the 6-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Carr to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up
second and goal from inside the 5. Now Carr again. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And the field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage and not tie it up. It'll feel like a big disappointment if they just kick the field goal right here.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 24 all.
24-24.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Carr. It's caught by Aguilar. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Daniel
Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
For a Carolina Panthers.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
The first down pass.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points.
Hey, you guys
The opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Yeah,
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Pretty good job escaping the pressure, gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
All right, sure.
And just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. From the 44, Carr. And on the left side, he's got Witten.
Carr's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a
Well,
yard.
the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It's a gain of 9. First down, Las Vegas. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, but it's going to be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
There defensively.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
He was brought down by Eric Harris.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
For the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
34.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the fifth-year running back, it's Jalen Richard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Rolling to his right. He can run. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Carolina. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass. Incomplete.
Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Christian McCaffrey.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bridgewater to throw. The decision that time was to keep it and not. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And he knocks it through. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Carr to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw, Carr. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is one.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll run with McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So from the 30 here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Arden Key brought him down. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Greer throwing middle, but it's incomplete. As overtime wears on, something to keep in mind, it is hot down there on the field.
And if we think it's a sauna, what are they feeling down there? And this is where both teams find out about their strength and conditioning program. All the work they put into it to get to this moment, and did the guys follow the mantra of hydrating ahead of time so they're ready to go right now?
The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Makes the score Panthers 37.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Raiders offense ready to go. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. What can Carr do now with his drive? It's Williams on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And a Las Vegas first down.
On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this. Overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Throwing on first down is Carr, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
To Darren Waller. 24 yards.
He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. 2 minutes on the clock in overtime in a 3-point ball game.
The 12-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to keep the game alive. The kick by Carlson is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point. I'm back upbeat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
In overtime, you have to be smarter.